Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast. Welcome back to Just Because. This is the final episode of the first season.
It's my second last day here
in America.
Isn't that crazy?
It's actually insane. So let's begin. So we're going to start with, obviously, our life update segment. So you can go first.
Okay, honestly,
there's a lot.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel right now. I'm kind of like really mixed feelings. But like leaving, I'm like excited, of course, but also like really not. Pull my ass out tomorrow and Saturday, and honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna survive that plane ride because I'm probably gonna cry the whole time. On the way here, oh gosh, it was so embarrassing. I went on the plane. Before that, it was fine because I had some time to like calm down. I met other exchange students, so it was fine. So before the flight, I like talked to them, and in the flight, I started bawling myself. But people were still going in the plane, so they were walking past me. And I was like, and they were just like, must have thought like, what's going on with that crazy girl? But you know, so let's see. That's not a life update. But just random. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm just like really, I don't know. Last days were really fun. We went to Back Lake yesterday, 2 days ago actually, and then we came back yesterday. Yeah, last day of school or like graduation, I guess. Yeah. Was fun, but afterwards I was so stressed out about finding the people I won't see again. I didn't quite see everyone, but yeah, I guess it's okay. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's raining.
You know what? I love this. I love the thunder, like the summer thunderstorms here, because it feels so cozy sometimes.
Yeah, we wanted to first film it outside. Like,
it was so cute. And then the thunderstorm alarm sounded, so we came back.
Like, nope.
Well, she didn't know. She didn't know what the thunderstorm.
I know. I just heard it because Gaby went back home to get something. I was like, oh my gosh, like what is that? I was so confused.
Yeah, and then I was luckily walking back, so I heard it, and I was like, oh, we need to go. Yeah. Okay. My life. Has been interesting. Definitely. We finished school. We had graduation. Sophomore year was low-key kind of like a lot for me. There were a lot of positives, but there were also many negatives, not gonna lie. But that's kind of like also life, so you know.
Yeah.
Philosophical. But the last like month, I haven't been doing much, to be honest. Like I did GCP, like I've been doing that. Like I'm coming out with a new summer collection. Go peek it. You guys should go. Like Yay. We have international shipping, so you know. Get on that. And I had some things go on for the past month with somebody that we will talk about when we get to one of our segments that's like in the future of this episode, but I don't really want to get into it right now because there's a segment for that. And I don't want to bum you guys out, so we'll wait until the end. But I think sophomore year has been like a pretty good experience. I've met an amazing human being. My forever like bestie. I'm going to Frankfurt next year, I promise. Tomorrow is gonna be really hard for me. Yeah. Like we're not gonna have like our summer like little dates and stuff. Like today was so fun.
So much. And all of you guys.
It's gonna be so crazy. Sad. But
not think about it right now.
No,
we still have
no, because this episode's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, but overall, it's been pretty chill. I started knitting, you guys. Actually, Yay. Let me show you. I just fully flashed you, but I'm sorry. Okay, I started knitting, and I'm knitting a scarf.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yes. Like, so surprise, surprise! If I get this done, this scarf is for you. And then when I go to Frankfurt with Reagan next year, I'm gonna bring you the scarf so you can have it during your German winters.
I love that. It's such cute. So cute.
So let's hope I have enough. But I've been knitting the scarf for her, so hooray! But yeah, I started knitting and I started painting too. I've been writing some music, but like other than that, not much. So that's my life update. Yay! Okay, so let's get to the fun segment.
Like,
so instead of 4 questions, we're gonna do the fun little game that you see on like BuzzFeed, where you have to guess the celebrity by their face. So she picked two celebrities for me.
I'm gonna see yours probably. Like, I'm just gonna.
Oh shoot!
No, it's okay. I just have those.
No, it's fine because you're still gonna have to guess it anyways. Okay.
So we're just gonna
her first one.
I don't need to show.
You need to show it because I'm gonna edit it in, so it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Your first one. How am I supposed to know who that is? How am I supposed to know that is? Is he American?
Yeah. I can like, if you don't have any guess, I can like edit it and like give you some more like, make it.
Well, in the usual games, they like do like a bigger picture of it. So I'm probably gonna say I need a bigger picture.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
Oh my god, I feel like
Would you have like a first guess? Like
first guess? I don't know. He looks like Tom Hardy.
Shoot, I can't do that.
Okay.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was so good. What? Well, he has like really small lips.
And with the hair, like.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it's true. Okay, the female one is actually kind of harder. Oh, so let's see if you get it. Actually, okay.
Selena Gomez?
Yeah. Bro, so good at this. 2 for 2. Oh.
Small.
Stacey Abrams.
Yeah. Right? Because I thought with like the eyebrows, you can kind of.
I know that girl. I see her face every time I put the vinyl in my record.
Is that helping?
Is that Ben Platt?
Yes.
I'm so mad.
I know. I was like, Gaby. I mean, that the first photo was kind of like.
Shut up.
But I thought with like the beard, you could have guessed it, or like I don't know.
My husband. Oh my god, Ben Platt. I'm
okay.
so sorry. I love you. Well,
we're good at this game, though.
Yeah, we're good at it. Both of us are really good at it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've come to our next segment.
Wait, that's wrong.
Oh. Okay, so now Benita is gonna rate everything that she's done. So we're gonna start with classes and then go on to like experiences.
Okay.
So first class, American literature, and you're gonna rate it out of 5.
Dr. D.
After saying a little bit about it.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a fun class. I think sometimes Dr. D can talk a lot, and we all know that. And at some point, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I talked to him. Okay, off topic. I talked to him at graduation afterwards. I was like, totally, like, fully cried, but I like wanted to like say goodbye or anything because I was like, you know. I like went up to him and he was like, yeah. He was like totally confused with like, how am I gonna handle this girl? So I was like, so yeah, it was really fun, blah blah. And he was like, yeah, you know, you're right with like, I love your like German like, I don't know, way of writing and like how you like, I don't know what he like full on like complimented me. That was like really sweet. But well, that was so random. Sorry, but anyways, but it was funny. He was like, oh my gosh, what am I saying? Like, because I was crying, okay? And he was like, so, I wish we would do some German literature here. So I was like, oh, yeah. Well, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like so.
It's okay.
Okay. I would rate it a 3 out of 5.
Okay. That's like a decent rating.
3.5. Because it was fun. But the reading guides were so long. Like, sometimes I was like, Dr. D, this can't be like, no. Yeah.
Wait, should I also rate my classes too?
Sure.
With you? I'm not going to give much because this is about her, obviously.
No. Say everything.
So 3 out of 5.
Where are you?
I was going to say like a 4 to 5, but I also didn't have Dr. D. So I didn't have the reading guides.
Yeah.
And I had Miss Hughes and I love Miss Hughes. So
yeah.
For me, like 4 to 5. Okay, Spanish. Listen your bitch.
Okay. I love Spanish. My class was fun, sometimes a little really energetic, let's say it, but it was fun. Because we always had every single class we laughed about something. If it was goldy or weird, I don't know, somewhere it was always cracking a joke and it was funny. And Dr. Bush is also just funny if he doesn't know how to handle us. Sorry, Dr. Bush. I think my class was really energetic and he was always like, chicas, chicas, like all the time because he couldn't handle us. Like the freshmen were like, they didn't care. So, but Dr. Bush is also a little interesting. I mean, he's nice. So 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good rating.
Mm-hmm.
I made so many faces every time you said that. You're gonna look back at this and you're gonna be like, okay, I would rate mine a 2 out of 5. And the only reason for why it has 2 points is because I loved the people in my class. I sat next to my Anka bestie Laurel, and I sat in front of Brooklyn, Finn, and Maribel, and I loved them so much, and we had so much fun in that class. But the negative was on your Bush because I freaking hate that man. There are so many things that I can go into for why I hate him. There's a reason, okay? I don't just hate him to hate him. There's a reason. There's always a reason for hatred, for me personally. But I would just it wasn't the greatest Spanish class ever. I felt very uncomfortable in that class a lot. Around him specifically. So yeah, but the only reason I has 2 points is because I loved the people, loved them so much.
Yay.
So yeah. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, next is math.
I love math. Sometimes, oh my gosh, because it was before lunch, every single math class, I was so hungry. My stomach was like, how do you say, growl?
Like grumbling?
Growl. So that was annoying. But other than that, but it was also a little annoying sometimes. But like the topics, I feel like 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Wait, what was the class you took? Like what math?
Oh, honors algebra 2.
I would honestly give mine a 5 out of 5.
Hey.
I took regular algebra 2, and I love Dr. Lewis. And I understand algebra much better than geometry, so it was just a very fun class to be in. And I had Reese by my side, which is very nice. I needed a buddy, you know? But yeah, I love Dr. Lewis, so 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay, next is economics.
Okay, I honestly really love that class. I would all recommend you to take it. But it was hard sometimes, and like it started off not easy, but like, I was like, I think I was like, yeah, getting the things really quick. And then it got harder and more like, because Dr. Grimm really wanted us to have like college style classes. So we didn't really have slides. She would just be like, we would read a text, like a essay of someone like an actual economist, and like really text you don't want to read. Like they were so long and so like, of course, like scientific and stuff. So I was always like, oh my gosh, my English can't do this. But it was so fun. It was really like using your knowledge, especially the last few essays we had to write were all like so like just they took a lot of time. My final was, I still don't know my grade. I don't know if it was really not fun. I had like this big thing of like just sources I had to use. So I was like, yeah. So I had to write an essay, but I would say a 4.5.
Hey, that's like really good for economics, yeah. And it did sound like a fun class.
It was.
I didn't take economics, so I'll just do chemistry instead because you didn't take science.
Yeah.
I would rate chemistry like a 4.5 too. Not like 4.5 too, like a 4.5 also. Because I really enjoyed the class. I thought I got the information pretty well. It's just a little bit taken off because love Mr. Hartran, okay? I think he's a good teacher, but sometimes he loves to ramble on about things for more than he should and like over explain things, and sometimes that just takes up a lot of unnecessary time. So I didn't really like that part. But I also loved the people in my class, so like I thought it was good, and I did good on my final exam, which made me like feel better about it. So yeah, 4.5.
Perfect.
Okay, I think the next one was Gov. Dove.
4 out of 5. That was fun. Also, sometimes just annoying. I loved my class. It was really fun. And I love Grim, but I don't know. Yeah.
Government's boring.
Yeah.
Especially U.S. government.
It's like just like always the same, and I'm like, I know everything I know, I guess, but
You said a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4. I mean, that's pretty good for like a gov class.
I guess.
I took AP Gov, and that's the last time I'm taking an AP history class because I hate taking AP classes. I feel like it's so dumb. Like you're just taking the class to prepare for the test instead of like learning things that are probably really important. Like I learned things and then I definitely lost a lot of the things because I was only focusing on studying for the test. I'm gonna rate it like a 3.5 because honestly, government is so incredibly boring to me, and I don't think it's interesting. And there are some things like in the government, like I just don't understand why it is that way. That I just like even after explanations, I'm like that doesn't make any sense. Like there's easier ways to do this. So yeah, I just don't like government. It's not my thing, you know? But I'm excited to take AP psychology because that is my thing. So I'm ready. Okay. Design.
Ooh, I love that class. At first I was like, oh my gosh, just seniors. What's that? I feel like you can notice that I'm like kind of like just not like I don't know what's going on. Anyways, but the seniors were nice. So it was fun. No other sophomore. That was kind of sad. I had my 10-minute talks with Dr. Sweeney every class. Even though the class started, we would still talk, and he would like go on in German, having small talk, and I was like, okay, you know, sometimes it's just a little too much, but you know, I love Dr. Sweeney. So that was really fun. We visited a lot of places. Got to do some stuff. So 5 out of 5.
I didn't take design. So next, photo.
So photography was fun too. 5 out of 5. Nothing to say. It's a great class.
Yeah. Okay. Painting.
5 out of 5. Well, honestly, 4.5 because some of our projects I didn't like. Like the album cover. Maybe also I didn't like it because I didn't like my finished part. Like I'm so not happy with it, but that's okay. Where we had like from the other class that we had like a list of like things they like, and then we had to pick some stuff. And out of those things about the other person that we didn't know who it was, I still don't know who my person was. Oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. We had to like do an album cover or a book cover. Mine just wasn't that good. Yeah,
I get that. Sometimes it's like,
yeah.
Okay, band.
4 out of 5. I love the people, everything, but sometimes I was like, I don't know. I needed some more jazzy and more like that's more like my vibe. Not really like those classical stuff is also sometimes nice, but like no, I needed some more like bam, like more like band songs, you know. But you know, love Miss Cook, so yeah.
That's good rating. 4 to 5. I took choir and grace notes this year. Both of them are like 1,000 out of 5s. Like music is my thing. Like it's my happy place. No matter what music I'm taking, like I'm gonna love it. Grace Notes was my favorite though, if I could pick between the two of them, because we did acapella this year, and acapella has literally been my dream since I was 8 years old. Don't ask me why I watched Pitch Perfect at 8 years old. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, it was just it's fine. It's been my dream for like a long time. So when Miss Cadeau, who's our teacher, like told us that we were gonna be doing an acapella, like I was like drop dead, like on the floor, like screaming. And I think we did like so well. I mean, we didn't place very well, but like I think as a group we did really well. And we're gonna do it next year and hopefully the year after that. So I'm really excited. But it was my first year in Grace Notes, and that was like an incredible experience. I loved every single one of the people there. Like they're just amazing. So 1,000 out of 5, and that's not even allowed, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this one to the last.
Okay.
So now we're gonna do our like outside experiences. So we're gonna start with the concert. So we just went to a concert. We just went to Vampire Weekend.
Yes, it was really fun. Oh my gosh.
So rate it, you know?
Love that. Definitely 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever we do it in. Yeah, I was outside. It was really a good vibe. Just the people like behind us or behind me, they were like standing right like behind me. Oh my gosh, this one girl, she was screaming in my ear the lyrics. And okay, like you're feeling the music, but she also screamed like all the, when you have like parts where just the instruments are and they have like a certain beat, she would sing that too, like bum 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 ba-dum, bum bum, like that, and like the whole time I was like, I just want to listen to the music. My gosh, but I guess she just had a fun time. Yeah, and then in the end, oh my gosh, there were like such drunk people behind us. Like they would bump their beer into me. They didn't like, they like bumped it. Nothing spilled, luckily, because oh my gosh, but they were like going crazy. They were like crazy dancing and
there were a lot. Yeah, so 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Did you go to any other concerts?
I don't think so. I mean, like band concert, middle school concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would also rate it a 5 out of 5. I love Vampire Weekend, and we bought the tickets, and we had like an extra ticket, and they were like, "Do you want to bring anyone?" And I was like, yes, because you've never been to like an American concert.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you had a fun experience.
Yep.
I also went to, I think I went to 2 concerts this past year, but I also don't really remember. Low key what I went to. But I went to I Don't Know How Round 2. Loved that. Yeah, I love concerts, so always a 5 out of 5 for me. And then, okay, our podcast.
Yes,
what do we think?
It was so fun starting it. 5 out of 5. There's nothing else to say.
It's amazing. It's fun. Okay, dances. Do you want to start with like Coco and just go like a
Homecoming? What did I say? Homecoming? Yeah. Homecoming.
Coco, yeah.
It was really fun. I would actually rate it 5 out of 5 because that was like the first time, of course, my first dance like ever, and like I feel like it was good for like friendships. You know, to like have some fun time.
Our friendship
together.
definitely we got more connected during that dance.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
we both know how to have fun.
Yeah. What's crazy for me, like I don't remember. I'm sorry, but I don't remember most people like how I got close with them. I don't know. It just happened, and I'm like, I mean, I'm super grateful for everything, but like, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I guess it just happened.
No, that's how I feel about ours too. It kind of just happened, and it's like,
I mean, it's great, but yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So that was great. Then Decade Dance, right?
Yeah, Decade Dance.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like the vibe wasn't there. The DJ, the party in the CSG. Still not over that. So freaking what the hell? But yeah, so it wasn't really like people left early. It was like, I mean, the freshmen were there, so that was fun. Like they
know how to party,
so that was good. But everyone else, I don't know.
No. Okay, prom.
5 out of 5. I love the location. Okay, the music wasn't that good, but it's okay. Photo booth was fun, even though it took a long. The line. Oh my gosh. They should have had like 2 of them. They're probably as expensive, so it's fine. But yeah, it was really fun.
Good rating.
Yeah.
Okay, Hoko is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. I enjoyed that. That was probably my favorite dance. Not because of my outfit, but just because I thought it was the most fun out of all 3 of them. And we got like so much closer, like in the dance, like I could feel it. I was like, oh my god, this is happening, okay. And the music was really good, and I danced to a lot of the music, and they had like the light up dance floor, and I thought that was really fun. Decade Dance is always a flop for me. I don't know why I still go, but I think it's just because I like to dress up. But like a 2 out of 5. Like honestly, like we had to keep the party going, and it was like a stretch, and I had to be there the entire night because my sister had to clean up, and I was like going home with her. So yeah, but Decade Dance has never really hit for me. Like last year just wasn't as fun either. So yeah, I honestly just go because I look fire in my fit. So like, and I was a Bella this year because of Axel, you know. And then prom also 5 out of 5. I actually maybe like a 4.5 because I didn't love the music, so I didn't get to dance to a lot of it until like the end when they played the stuff I actually wanted to hear. But I loved my dress, and I loved getting ready to go to prom, and then I loved the dinner before prom. That was very fun. So yeah, overall good dances this year. Okay, school sports. And do all 3 of them.
Tennis, 4 out of 5. It was fun. I love the team. I don't know. I was just not that connected to the team. Of course, I came late in the team and the season, so I didn't really get to play games because tennis is like special. Like they do different stuff. You don't always play.
Yeah.
Especially with me, I'm not that good at tennis. I used to play it from like, I don't know, 6 to 10 or something. And I stopped for lacrosse. But yeah. I played 1 actual game and then like 2 games they set up for me and Feline, which was kind of awkward because the people already played and then they told them like, hey, you have to play us again, and they were like, oh great, and we're like, yeah, you play against us and we can't play. And they were really good, so they destroyed us kind of, but we did score some points, so yeah. And then basketball, 5 out of 5. Molly, it was super fun with you. I love that. This is great. Just the end, of course, not that great, you know. And lacrosse, I mean, I went to 1 practice, and then I went to most of the games. So I would rate it like a 3 out of 5, because I was so mad I couldn't play, because that's like my sport. Like, I love lacrosse, but yeah, it was so fun watching, but you know.
Maybe you picked up some stuff and then you can like go home and like, you know. I only do 1 sport. Soccer. We all know how I feel about that, so I don't need to explain it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing. I'd rather run and work out by myself personally than be on a school team. But the other option is PE, so we're going with that. But I did extracurricular. I did theater. I didn't love the show this year, honestly, but I always loved the people, so I guess it was fine. Oh, soccer, like a 3 out of 5, because like I can't say awful things about it. And then theater, like a 4. Okay. Sports games, like the games that you saw.
5 out of 5. It's really fun. Because normally, like most of the games you would go to is soccer, and that's fun. That's really, that's a girl who hasn't been to a soccer game. Me.
Oh.
I'm like saying like, oh my gosh, it's great, but I haven't been to one, like an actual like big one in the stadium. I know, like with my brother and stuff, and I really want to go because also the team, like the Frankfurt team, they have crazy choreographies, like where they like have like the banners, but like over the whole stadium. Like it's crazy. And so that's like the vibe. So I really want to go there. So, but here, yeah, it was really fun. I think it's just a good vibe. I loved the basketball NBA game. I watched the Cavaliers game. Yeah. So that was really
Go Cavs, you guys.
Yes.
All season sports rock, except for the Browns. You suck, okay? So like a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I went to sports games obviously, but I always love it. I also went to a Cavs game with my cousins and my aunts, and it was very fun. Yeah. It wasn't what I was expecting, because I was like wanting somebody to be there. We're not gonna go into that.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing between us. Yeah. And then I always go to Buckeye games, so like 5 out of 5. It's always 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad I didn't went to a football game, but it's okay.
She's coming back. I will take you to one. It'll happen.
Please.
Okay. The Cleveland trip.
I have to give it a 5 out of 5. It wasn't all perfect or great because it was really short, like really like stressful kind of. Yeah. So you always had stuff to do, and just like in 2 days, like, come on, like, give us a day more. Like that would have been nice. But, and of course some stuff went on, but no, I had a fun time.
Yeah, I was also gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I honestly did enjoy it. We also definitely grew closer in that trip. Like that was probably the moment where it definitely turned like into a real friendship, you know? I loved my roomies. Our room became like
Same.
the gossip room, so we were always in there. But I love my roomies. I also love Cleveland. It's where I'm from. Like, I was born in Cleveland, so I always go there. But I've never actually been to the city as much, and I do love the city, so it was nice. I do wish we would have gone to a Cavs game. I feel like that would have been so fun if we did the whole
Great. Yeah,
grade to a
that
Cavs
would've-
game. But I love the Cleveland Arts Museum. It's one of my favorite museums like ever. So yeah, I think it's a 5 for me.
It feels like yesterday, honestly. Like I can remember every single thing from it like so well. Like you remember
rock and
us
roll.
in our room, like I wanted to teach you the German song. We never someone did that, but like I showed you some German songs, and like yeah, it's just also present. That's like crazy, and it's like
Yeah,
how many months ago?
it was a long time.
7.
It was literally like
like
beginning
that.
of the school year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really fun. Okay, theater shows you've watched.
The school shows that were fun. I also went to the St. Charles one.
With Molly,
Molly knows. Not great. Really not good. We went because it was free, and Colleen was playing in it. And she told me about it. And I was like, yeah, sure, I come. So Molly and I went there. Bruh. Like so bad. It was funny because it was so bad. It was so funny because it was like Gen Z. Because it was written by a senior. It was like about ChatGPT, and like they dropped some things. Like they said some things that you wouldn't expect them saying in a Catholic school.
Mhm.
So that was really funny. So yeah, there were some really weird guys that were like kept staring at us, and we were like, oh my gosh, just, and they were just like annoying, like during this show and stuff. But yeah, so that was like a 3 out of 5. It was fun with Molly, but and then our school shows, I would say like 5 out of 5. Y'all did a great job. I think it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I only actually like went and sat in one show. That was the middle school show. What was it? What was it called? Oh my god! It was like 40
Secret
minutes.
Garden? What?
No, that was the one I was in. It's the middle school
Oh.
one. I totally forget what it's called. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Cinderella.
Oh yeah,
thing, right?
Cinderella Incorporated. I thought it was really funny. It was only like 30 minutes, which was nice, and I thought it was funny. So I guess 5 out of 5 because I only saw one this year. But next year, you best believe I'm going to all the Ohio theater shows. Okay. Okay. So the last topic of conversation is the boy experiment. So I don't actually think we told them about this experiment.
It was not an experience, and it was just like funsies, I guess. Or that sounds really bad. Like we used them. Or no, we had.
Well,
like,
you know what? I'm fine with saying that. I'm being a little bit petty because I'll get into that later. It was no. We were kind of just like, oh, like she wanted to have like an American dating experience.
Yeah, we were just talking about like how we just kind of have our school circle, and that's fine. Like I love it.
Love the school circle.
But like we were like talking about, yeah, we should get like other social contacts.
Mm-hmm.
And Gaby was like also talking with a friend about like, yeah, I really want to like, I would love to find someone, if you can say that, like a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So we were like, and then you were like, yeah, I have a friend. We can like ask her. And I was honestly at first I was like, okay, we're just gonna like chill, but then like nothing crazy, like more than like a friend stage. But yeah, it ended up being actual
different.
Yeah.
For both of us, we had very different experiences. Okay, well, basically, it began because we just wanted to have like a different. We just wanted to meet guys. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna say it straight up. We wanted to like meet someone outside of our school circle. Yeah. We love our school circle. Okay, don't get us wrong, but we just wanted to like
have a different experience.
Yeah,
I guess.
Exactly. So, my friend goes to New Albany, and since you come over to my house a lot, we were like thinking like, oh, like let's just find 2 guys from New Albany and let's have my friend set us up. So we literally FaceTime her, and she went through like a list of guys and showed them and showed us
like, what?
Showed us their Instagrams, and she was like, pick one. So
sounds so bad.
You guys, it sounds awful, but the only people that are seeing this are our friends.
Yeah.
So they already know. So
oh man,
we like went through the list, and I picked mine first because I called her first, and I picked this dude. I'm not gonna say his name. we can have alternate names for them, like not their actual name, but like a different one. So I'll make mine.
Not over his ex.
We'll get into that. I want to do
like-
something with an S, like silver. Mine is silver. Okay, mine is silver.
But-
Yeah, exactly. Well, who cares? Okay, so mine is silver and yours.
Dummy.
Video game kid. Oh my god.
Roblox.
Roblox, okay. So he's in. Yeah.
Okay, so
Video games.
honestly,
Okay.
no, oh my god, it was so weird because your friend texted like the first guy, and he was like,
No, we're filming a podcast. Okay.
anyways, so I like the first one. He like said like, no, I'm not looking for anything. So okay.
Oh yeah. So
I had
she
to
picked.
relocate. Like,
She picked one at first.
yeah, and then I had to another one, and he was like apparently like interested. So I was like, great, but then like nothing happened. I was like, I don't know. I guess he's just it's fine. And then like I don't know, like 2 or 3 days later, he like texted me. Wait, I can pull it up. And
I can't pull mine up because I deleted it, but
oh yeah, I
that's
didn't
for a reason.
block him because it's funny to look at what he wrote me. We don't like. Okay, so beginning. Hey, your friend gave me your number so I can get to know you a little better. And I was like, hey, yeah, what's up? And I think he like took it as like a, I don't know what you like, I don't know, like, you know, because he was saying like, my friend said you was trying to hang out. First, I didn't even notice it. Okay, we don't judge, but what are you interested in? Yeah.
What do you say?
Wait, maybe you meant that interested in like a way like what kind of hangout?
Oh yeah. Oh, he definitely meant that. Oh, he definitely meant that.
No, because I asked you what I should write him for like what I'm interested in.
Yes, but you didn't give me the full text. Oh my god.
No, this is crazy because
Oh my god, we're looking at this back now and we're like, oh sh.
This is so bad.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
'cause-
playing saxophone and I play lacrosse.
Oh my god. No, because okay, so she got the text and she texted me and she was like, he asked me what I'm interested. What do I say? So I said, say what you're interested in, but not in like a formal way.
Yeah.
But it's clear now. The text says, my friend said you was trying to hang out. What are you interested in? As in, what are you interested in doing together, hanging out? And that's how it happened.
Anyways, I wouldn't have wanted to meet him anyways, so.
If you sent me the full text, I would have been like, he wants to meet you already.
That's actually wait, that's so insane. Like, we
No,
haven't
that's
even
awful.
talked and no, I wouldn't do that because like, freak, I don't know you. So, you know, but he didn't like. He just answered. He was like, "Oh, that's cool, blah blah. Blah. I play piano and sing a little, blah blah. You play in your school band, blah blah." And then we just went on. And then wait, let me look at all the dates. And we texted for the day. He always took super long to respond.
And there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Okay.
He goes to like an alternate school. Or he can't have his phone all day.
Because we like blah blah blah. And then he ghosted me for 3 days. And like he told me something and then I like responded. So I didn't ask a question, but you know, he didn't answer me over the weekend. So that was like, I was like, I guess you should have time, but you know, whatever. And then I get this message. I was like, in the middle of the day, like at school, thoughts on Roblox, question mark, and then like the smiley that like, you know, the eye smiley that looks to the side. And I was like, what is going on? That's like biggest ache. And then I text him like, it's not really for me. And then next question, really misleading. What do you do all day? I was like, are you playing Roblox all day? No judge, but like, is that like your life? Blah blah blah. And then like, okay, and then crazy thing. Oops, I just realized I didn't answer him for 2 days too. Oops, sorry. Okay, but he was like, you know, how's your season going? Because I told him I play lacrosse. So I was like, yeah, I hurt my knee, so I can't play, but you know, I support the team. So, and then he ghosted me for 4 days. So I was like, this is weird. Like, actually, no, 5 days. No, because I answered him Friday, and then he didn't say anything, and then Tuesday. Wait, so, yeah, 4 days. But still, I was like, over the weekend, I was like, you should have time, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the message comes, hey, sorry if I'm not responding a lot. I just got busy with my show, but I'm more free now, and I'd like to meet you and get to know you more. So when I was totally confused, I was like, wait, what is going on? Like, you just ghosted me? Like, where's this coming from? So I told Gaby about it. And do you want to, like, I don't know, like, how it came to that,
Oh, yeah.
Because I told her, I was so confused. I was like, Gaby, okay, what's going on?
So basically what happened was, in the back, like, me and Mia were kind of playing matchmaker a little bit, because she told me, we went to the gym and we were driving to the gym, and I was telling her about this, and I was telling her, like, she's not interested in video games, dude, like, anymore. And then I, like, added on because, like, he is, like, kind of ghosting her and, like, not talking to her, so there's no reason for her to be interested because he's not speaking to her. And then she was like, no, like, he has theater literally, like, he's at school from, like, 8 a.m. to, like, 8 p.m. and he doesn't have his phone during the day at school or at theater, so he literally has no time to respond, and he's, like, been doing the show. And I was like, okay, but, like,
I didn't know that.
What do you want to do about this? And so she while at the gym, she texted him, and she was like, oh my god, like, this girl, like, she thinks you're ignoring her, or, like, you're not interested because you're ignoring her and you're not answering her text. So he took that as, like, the liberty of, oh my god, like, I have to text her back because, like, this is, like, incredibly important, like, she likes me, and therefore I need to text her back so that she knows I like her back.
But at this point, I already lost.
At this point, she's already, like, getting the ick, especially from the Roblox thing. But I told me, I was like, there's no interest in her, like, there's no interest, like, she doesn't have any interest in it. And then, like, we got back in the car, and Mia told me about the text. She was like, oh, and, like, I sent him the text about it, and I was like, oh shit, like, she is not like him anymore, like, what's about to happen? So he texted that text, literally saying, like, oh, we need to meet up in person, like, I want to meet up with you.
For some reason I was like, yeah, just like, I was thinking, like, yeah, I can meet him, and then I decide, like, it's just, like, fine. So I just told him, like, yeah, that's okay, I'm pretty busy, but I'm planning to go to a new Albany lacrosse game with a friend. Maybe we can talk there. It's just, like, a casual thing. So blah blah. He asked, like, what day, and I was like, I don't know yet, and blah blah. And we go on, we, like, text. And then he asks, like, later on after we wrote a little bit, by the way, how's your knee? And I go, like, it's fine, I tore my ACL, so I have to get surgery, but it doesn't hurt anymore, like, it's fine. His response, when you said you hurt your knee, I imagined a scratch, not you tearing your whole ACL. Bruh, I would not tell you about a scratch. Like, come on. Like, that's not a reason for not playing right now. Like,
absolutely not.
I was just like, bruh, okay. So, yeah, we just talked about that. He always took, like, at least a day to respond. And then, oh my gosh, he said, like, how did you tear it? And I was like, yeah, like, someone ran into me, blah, blah, twisted my knee, blah, blah. And he goes, you should beat his ass. Who was it? And I was like, what? Yeah. So, and then, like, I didn't respond to him. Oh my gosh, I just realized that's so bad. Because for 10 days I didn't text him. Because I also didn't got his, because when he then said, like, L teammate, and I thought, like, yeah, maybe loser or something, but, like, I was like, what is that? Yeah. Like, okay. And I just said, like, hi, I don't think this is gonna work out. I hope you understand that. And then he hasn't said anything, so that's my story. I don't know. I'm kind of glad he doesn't respond, but, like, at least, like, yeah, I get that. Or, like, yeah, okay, I saw that. Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
at least something. But, like,
that's valid.
Yeah.
For you to want him to, like, answer you, obviously.
Yeah. Now your story. I think yours is a little crazier, a little bit more exciting than mine.
Mine is, like, mentally exhausting. So let's get into it. So obviously we're filming on my phone, so I can't show you. We started on Instagram DMs, and I I didn't block him off of messages. I just deleted the conversation because I just didn't want to have that in my thing. I was just like, you know, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this. So basically, my good dear friend Mia, love her, okay? I told her, like, oh, no, like, I want to talk to someone. And, like, if I was thinking, like, oh, I want a romantic relationship, but also, like, it would be cool if we became friends because I'd love to have a guy friend. And she was like, okay. So we went through the list and I chose Silver, okay? And I thought he was really cute. Like, he just seems like, I don't have a type. Like, I'm going to be so honest with you. Like, I don't exactly have a type. Like, I kind of go for a lot of people, a lot of different guys. So I like told her, I was like, I like this guy. So her mission, it was different because this guy she doesn't know as well as the guy that you picked the second time. Which is a shame because the first round guy would have worked really well with you, but we won't talk about that. So the only class that she had with him besides chemistry was study period. So during the study period, she went up to him and she was like, hey, my friend like thinks you're cute. Can she have like your number? Can you guys talk? And he was like, okay, like just give me her Instagram. So I don't even remember what day this was. This was like almost 2 months ago. Honestly, it was almost 2 months ago. It was in April. It was it was a little bit. It was like after I turned 16.
It was like at Easter.
Yeah,
around Easter.
So wait, no, it was definitely before that.
It was the Thursday before that.
Yeah, it was. It was
first like told your friend about it. And I don't know much.
Yeah. So, they she gave him my Instagram, and I was at school, and I got the notification that he followed me on Instagram, so I followed him back, and I waited like a day, and then I was like, okay, like I'll just start speaking to him.
Yeah.
So I started talking to him. We started having a conversation about like life, and I was like, hey, like my friend gave me, or gave you my Instagram, like, like we just started having like a conversation about like life, like how's school going and stuff, and it went really, really well. And we did that on DMs for like a day and a half, and our like DMs like are really, really long, so it doesn't seem like it was all done in one day, but it was done in one day. And then at the end of the day, we were in Flex because I sent him a DM and I said, hey, like I usually use messages instead, so can I have your number? So he gave me his number, his Snapchat, and his AirBuds, which is like the music app, because he wants to.
Wait, do you still have him on AirBuds?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, continue.
So, and Snapchat, yeah.
True.
But I'm not snapping him anymore, obviously. We'll get into that later. So obviously I started talking to this guy. We have the messages, so now we're talking on text messages, and it seems to go really, really well. And we talked about it for like 3 days, and I kind of like have this thing. Mia is not as close to him as possible, so she doesn't know much about him per se as like what's on the surface. But one of our classmates went to the Bahamas with him for like a school marine biology trip and has known him personally from classes. So I took the liberty to go up to her and be like, hey, like, can you tell me about this guy? Can you really be serious with me about who he is and if he's a good person or not? So basically what she told me was, he's a good person. He was kind of rude to me, but most people don't like me, like kind of insinuating that maybe she did something, but I don't think she did. Looking back, he's kind of rude. And he has some things with his ex. In a way that it was kind of like, girl, like I think you need to watch out a little bit because his relationship with his ex is kind of weird. It's kind of off. Like like I would never have that relationship with my ex the way that he does. So I was like, I kept that in my back pocket. I was like, okay, like this is good. Like, thank you for this information. And that was 2 days before we went on an actual date. So we talked
there.
Yep, she was there. We talked for 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Before your first date?
Mm-hmm. I think it was like 2 weeks.
No. The date actually wasn't like just 3 weeks ago or something?
That
first date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It was not far away.
We talked for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then what is that though? And I was like, hey, like, do you want to meet up? And he was like, of course, like, let's do this. Like, and then I asked him, where do you want to go? And he told me a coffee shop. So we went to a coffee shop and we literally talked from not kidding, like 3 hours. Like
I thought they like she lost track of time.
I did.
I was like, Gabby, like I'm so happy for you that it's still going on, but like
yeah, it's been 3 hours, and we literally talked nonstop for 3 hours, and we had a conversation, and I like wasn't looking at my phone, and I was like, oh my god, it's been 3 hours, and I thought it was really really good. So we walked out, we left. It was kind of awkward because you came with me, and I honestly thought we were gonna part ways, but he was being a gentleman, and he decided to walk me to my freaking car, and my plan was to like say goodbye in the coffee shop and then walk over to Benita and get her and then go to my car. But that's obviously not what happened because he decided to be a gentleman and walk me to my car. So I texted her and I was like, oh my god, like he's walking my car, like be careful, like it would be really awkward if he saw you. And he did see her.
They like turned around. Like I came out of the, because I think you just told me like, yeah, we're like going to the car, like just come. And I was like, okay, like so I walk out of the door and I think you like both turn around and like
I didn't hear the door. I like told him because I was like on the phone with you. I was like, hey, like I'm sorry, like I'm taking my friend home, like I just don't know where she is. And and I looked around to see if you were behind me, and you looked with me. So it was kind of like awkward because we both like looked right at her.
Because I was like, oh shoot, because he was a little uncomfortable with it. I don't know, not uncomfortable, but he was like, I don't know. I said hi to him, confused. And I like said hi to you, and like hugged you, and then just went. And
then we walked, and then we walked to the car. And then his car was like over there, so he was like, okay, I have to go, like bye, it was nice meeting you. And then so 3 freaking hours after the date, he texts me and he's like, are you free this week? Okay, just keep this in mind because we had equal interaction and interest in each other. Okay, so I was like, yeah, like I'm free, like do you want to just like go for a walk?
Just one quick thing, after that, because we like debriefed about it, one thing you already said was like, okay, like I don't know if that's weird or if it's just like, you know, but he mentioned his ex like twice.
Yeah,
just as like
so he did mention his ex twice, but he mentioned her name when we were talking about like the most random things. So we were talking about Celsius, and he was like, this girl Max like drinks like 6 a day or something. Oh, Red Bull. And then something else where she mentioned her name again. And keep in mind, he does not know that I already got the intel from Mia and my classmate that this is his ex, okay? So I was like is that a red flag? But everything else was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
he seemed like a good person.
You know, maybe he just mentioned her because
it's
like the best example.
I kind of got like reassured from Mia because I told her about it and she was like, no, like I talk about my exes all the time, like bad experiences, because like that's kind of life, and also they can't really be away from each other because they're in the same friend group, I guess. So I was a little bit reassured by her, but just keep the ex thing in mind because that is a big part of this entire story. So, he texted me and he was like, 3 hours after the date, like, are you free this week? And I was like, of course I'm free. Like, yeah, like let's go for a walk or something. So we planned to go for a walk on Wednesday, and then he texted me and he literally goes, yo, and sent me a photo of the forecast, and it was like supposed to rain, and he literally just went, yo, with the photo. And I was like, okay, like, let's just reschedule. So we rescheduled for Friday, and then he got sick, so we didn't do it. And then we rescheduled for the next week on Wednesday. And that was not last week.
It was? No, 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago.
After finals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, I thought it was a May program.
No, it was the Wednesday. No, it was the Wednesday after our last finals. Because the next day we went for dinner, you know, Dragon, and then we talked like.
Wait, oh my god, wait! Now I'm so confused because I remember talking to my May program about it, saying I was gonna go on the date on Wednesday, and then it got canceled, and then my grandparents came for the wedding, so it was May 20. It was supposed to be like May 23rd,
but I'm pretty sure it was the Wednesday.
I swear to you, it was like May.
No, it was the Wednesday.
No.
Yes. It was 2 weeks ago.
Show me this calendar. Show me. No, because I'm actually like stressing.
Don't you remember? Me and Reagan like asked about like, hey, how did it go? Wait, I just look up your text. Wait, no. Was that the walk? Yeah.
It was May 28th. Look.
Yeah, but
oh wait, was that the second one? Yeah, it was May 28th.
Yeah. What? That was last.
Was last week. Whoa.
No, you went on another one.
No. That was our second date. And that was last week. I swear to you. Oh my god, that was last Wednesday.
Wait,
because May program was last week.
I'm so
You know why this is...
No, because we were supposed to go with Reagan for dinner the week before.
Oh, yeah.
When you also were supposed to
I was supposed to go on the date, but then he got sick.
Both.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So it happened last... But you know why I kind of believed you was because of how much just previously happened over this weekend and over this week.
Yeah.
I thought it was literally 2 weeks ago because of how much just happened. So anyways, we go on this date. It was literally last Wednesday. Keep in mind that it was last Wednesday. It was 1 week ago. 1 week. I'm so mad. I'm getting mad as I'm telling you the story. The walk, perfect. We walked for 2 hours. I was late for my curfew. My mom got mad at me because we walked for that long. 2 hours, we were talking to each other. We were having conversation. We were laughing. It was fun. It was a great experience. I dropped him off to his car because I'm a lady, okay? I walk up to him before he walks away. He goes, "It was really nice. I hope we can meet up again." I walk away. I walk home. Then it comes Thursday, Friday, nothing from him. So Saturday, I'm like, "Hey, like, how are you doing?" Oh, no. I didn't text him until Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I texted him a photo because when we had our conversation on Wednesday, I told him that I never had lasagna before, and he was like, he got mad at me because like I never had lasagna before or whatever. And I went to my friend's birthday on, was that Saturday? Was Saturday. So I was right about the day. So Saturday, I texted him a photo of lasagna because I had tried my friend's lasagna, and I told him, I was like, so I finally tried lasagna. 6 hours later, he replies and he goes, "What did you think?" And I was like, not gonna lie, I didn't really like it. And he was like, "I'm sorry, you're wrong." And I was like, ha ha ha, LOL. And to keep the conversation going, I go, "How was your day?" He tells me how his day was. It was pretty short. It was it was good. I spent a lot of time with my friends and it was fun. And then I was like, "That's nice." He read the text that I said, "That's nice." And then he didn't reply to me. He didn't say "Oh my god, how's your day?" "Yeah, it was great." Nothing. He just read it. Okay. So it's Sunday now. Nothing. Monday. Nothing. It's graduation. I text him. I'm like, "Hey." No, it was Sunday. I texted him, "Hey." Sunday, I texted him, "Hey, how are you?" Wait, is it Wednesday?
Today? It's Thursday.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Monday, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, how are you?" It was just literally just, "Hey." Nothing for 2 days. And it was yesterday, it was Wednesday. I called my friend and I was like, I don't know what that literal... No, it was Tuesday. I called my cousin and I was like, I don't know what the literal F is going on. He's not replying to me. And she was like, "It sounds like he's ghosting you." And I was like, you know what? I think he's ghosting me too. And I'm so effing confused because we had 2 amazing dates. The second one, I did not pursue. He pursued it 3 hours after our first one. 3 hours. He didn't even wait a day to be like, "Hey, let's hang." 3 hours. Okay. He enjoyed it that much. So, I'm sorry.
You're good. Sorry. Let everything out.
So, I'm calling my cousin. I'm like, what the little F is going on? He literally was just so interested in me. I don't understand. And now he's ghosting me. And then yesterday, I texted Mia, the girl that set us up, and I was like, I think he's ghosting me. And she kept reassuring me, no, he's probably busy or something. And I was like, okay. And then I went on Instagram, and his friends followed me, and his friend posted on Instagram. She posted on Instagram 2 hours ago. I was just like, why don't I just look to see who liked it or who commented or something? He liked it and commented on it, and that was 2 hours ago. So he was clearly on his phone. It wasn't he was not on his phone. He was clearly on his phone. He clearly was ignoring the fact that I texted him. So I text Mia back and I'm like, boy, girl, he is ignoring me. He is ghosting me. And you know what? I'm not gonna let this pussy rat freaking ghost me. Nobody ghosts me, okay? You're not gonna leave me without any closure. That's not happening, okay? No. So I texted her and I was like, how bad it would be if I literally just texted him and went, "You stupid." Why did you ghost me? But she was like, no, be less confrontational and just be like... So I texted, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on? You haven't texted me in a while. If you're not interested in me, just tell me. I would rather know than be led on." After literally not talking to me and not replying to me, not snapping me for 4 days. He texted me 3 minutes after I said that text.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, it's nothing against you, but I had a really bad breakup last year and I don't want to go through a bad one again. And it's nothing against you. I think you're a great person, but I didn't know how to tell you. And I was like, that's okay. Like, thanks for telling me. If you want, we can still be friends. Because like I said at the beginning, I said, I don't, like, if it doesn't turn into a romantic relationship, that's perfectly fine. I just want, like, a friendship or something. A different friendship that I can have. And he goes, I'd rather not, TBH. So I went, okay, and I deleted the messages.
Yeah.
And after our consensus, after the second date, he also mentioned his ex 3 times.
Oh.
And at the end of the date, or 2 times? Was it 2? I think I said it was 2.
Remember, but like,
no, the third time, he mentioned her like 2 times in conversations, but the third time was when he literally said to me, he had no clue that I knew exactly who Max was. He went, oh no, and like, there's this girl Max that's like kind of into it, because he was talking about his friends. Like, he was literally telling me all of the tea from his friend group. Like, I know everything about them now because he told me everything. I met his brother. I'm so dead ass. I can't do this. This is so dumb. What?
You're okay. Hold on. Oh, sorry,
Oh my
but
God.
most of them are just stupid.
Oh my God.
As we see, 2 examples. And they're just not good at communication.
They fucking suck at communication. But you know what he said? He said in the he was like, he literally told me all of the tea from his friend group. And he was talking about something about how somebody liked somebody in the friend group, and he had to know everything about it because he was on both sides. And he was like, oh, and like this girl Max, who, you know, like I have a past with, but we'll get into that later. As if I'm like his therapist, like I am listening to everything he's saying and just commenting on it and helping him through it. He said that comment and I was like, that's another red flag. Because he mentioned her now, not just in a conversation where it's like, oh no, like this girl did this. It's like, this girl, I have a past with her that's not great, but we'll get into that later. Like, as if I'm your psychologist, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's like supposed to listen to your entire life and then just like tell you and give you advice. It felt so weird because I was like, no, I don't want to hear about your ex experiences. Like, I just want to have a conversation with you. And then he goes to me.
Yeah.
Like a dickwad. And I'm sorry, I'm like actually swearing so much in this conversation.
Let it out.
Because I'm so mad because this is not the first time that's happened to me. The second time the dude tried to do some things to, like, not to me. Guys are annoying.
Yeah, I know.
They're exhausting, mentally exhausting, and I don't want to get in a relationship ever again after having that experience. It's too much for me. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Rejection is
Just
just
have
so
like
annoying.
a fun little summer break. Enjoy yourself and friends and
It's
Croatia.
really pissing me off. And we came to a consensus today, after I told you all of this, that he is totally not over his ex at all. His ex. Oh, and the thing about his ex requested to follow me on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
And I didn't know.
She post about him.
Yeah. So I didn't know who she was. I just like, I saw the mutual, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I followed her back. I don't follow her anymore. But I looked at her new post because I was like, oh, like, what if he's like doing something? And at this point, I know who she is. Okay, I'm looking at her post to see clues because I'm really just like, I mean, my classmate has already told me that this is like a weird relationship. So I looked at her post, and I can literally show you the photo.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. He's literally going like this. This is you. You're his friend, but he's going like this to his friend's neck. In the photo. And she posted the photo and tagged him in the photo.
Yeah, the thing is just like, I think going from lovers to friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
They're not even friends. They don't even follow each other on Instagram.
Like, how can you, like, someone will not be over it. Like, someone,
And he's totally
at some
not.
point it will be off and like, just, no. Just leave it in the past. Especially if it was like not a nice breakup. So that sounds like one of them was done with it. Probably she.
So what
But then
my classmate told me was that it seemed like he was much more in love with her than she was in him. And she kind of got annoyed with how like lovey-dovey he was being.
Ooh.
And broke up with him.
I want to have that.
And then got a new guy.
I'm jealous. No, I'm not jealous.
Dude, if you fucking stuck with me, if you stopped being a chicken for a second, you would see I love when people lovey-dovey, okay?
Right?
I enjoy it. I enjoy the romantics. Okay?
Yeah.
You made a mistake. And so did I.
His loss, your win, because you're gonna have a better one.
I'm single now. I've always been. It was literally 2 months of my life. Like, it's not that big a deal. But I just needed to rant to you guys. Obviously, it's literally just a high school experience. Like, it's not. It's gonna be a funny story, but when my daughters start dating, I'm gonna be like, just watch out for those types of guys.
Honestly,
and that's what it's gonna be like for me.
Okay, I think that was a crazy ending, right?
Like crazy ending to our last ever episode.
So I hope you enjoyed the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, not last, but like because when I come to Frankfurt, we're gonna do an episode
next summer.
Be ready. Season 2, episode 1 special. Yeah. This is actually so bad.
It's so bad.
Oh my
Tomorrow
god.
will be tough. And Saturday too.
It's gonna be so bad. You know what? I'm glad I'm getting there earlier so I can like cry before.
I need to remember to wear waterproof mascara.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing mascara.
Y'all should, cause also, cause I have this one mascara that I love, but it's like not waterproof. But I've been wearing it like every day. So whenever I cried out on Monday, oh my gosh, it was like everywhere and like so annoying. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh my god, this is actually so sad. But as I said in my speech, it's not over because we're gonna see each other again. So no crying in this episode, at least.
It's not a goodbye. It's a
see you later.
See you again someday. No, that's see
you later.
See you later, alligator.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching
the
final episode of Just Because. We're Gaby and Benita.
Too long.
We're signing off. Yeah. Well, it's the last episode, so it's okay. Bye. Love ya.
Bye.
So bad. Like,